As the dark sky cracks open with thunder, a fierce storm descends upon the remote highland farm, awakening a hidden danger lurking within the deep shadows. The heavens roar with fury as nature unleashes its power, setting a grim stage for an epic struggle between a loyal protector and a deadly intruder. Inside the temporary shelter, the innocent lambs tremble with fear, sensing the growing cold and the unnatural presence that moves closer through the freezing rainstorm. The wind shrieks through the wooden slats like a haunting melody, masking the sound of scales sliding over the wet earth as the predator approaches quietly. A cold-blooded hunter emerges from the darkness, its eyes fixed on the vulnerable prey, unaware that a silent guardian is already watching its every single move. Suddenly, the guardian rises from the hay, his instincts sharper than the storm, pinpointing the exact location of the threat that dares to enter his domain. The venomous cobra reveals itself as the lightning strikes, its hood flared in a terrifying display of power, ready to deliver a fatal blow to anything. One small lamb wanders dangerously close to the edge of safety, where the predator waits in the shadows, ready to end a life in 1 second. Without a moment of hesitation, the dog steps into the light, placing his own body as a shield between the innocent flock and the deadly venomous snake. With a low and steady growl, the protector issues a final warning, his eyes locked onto the swaying head of the serpent in a tense standoff. The snake strikes with the speed of an arrow, but the dog's reflexes are superior, dancing away from death by just a fraction of an inch. In the churning mud and freezing rain, the two warriors circle each other, a dance of life and death played out in the harshest conditions imaginable. No human is there to help, and no light guides his way. Only the pure bond of loyalty drives him to face this nightmare alone tonight. Every bark is a defiance of death, a signal that this ground will not be surrendered no matter how many times the venomous fangs try striking. Agility meets malice in the dark, as the guardian leaps over the sliding coils, refusing to let the cold-blooded killer find any opening for a strike. The situation turns dire as the snake finds a grip, its muscular coils tightening around the dog's leg, threatening to pull the brave guardian down low. With a burst of adrenaline and sheer will, he twists his powerful frame, breaking the serpent's hold just as a massive bolt of lightning strikes nearby. This is the moment of truth. The guardian launches himself forward, his jaws finding their mark on the neck of the predator, with crushing, lethal force. They tumble through the muck in a blur of fur and scales, the snake fighting for its life while the dog refuses to let go. Pain flares as the venomous fangs find a mark on the dog's shoulder, but the warrior's spirit remains unbroken despite the poison entering his blood. He does not release his hold until the threat is gone, standing over the fallen enemy as the life fades from the cold-blooded predator's broken body. The battle is won, but the cost is yet to be known, as the hero stands tall amidst the wreckage of the storm and the mud. As the fury of the sky finally softens into a gentle drizzle, the first light of dawn begins to touch the edges of the farm. Limping and exhausted, the guardian returns to those he protected, his only concern being the safety of the small lives that were placed in his care. He offers a gentle touch to the shivering lamb, a silent promise that the danger has passed and that they are safe once again under his watch. Exhaustion takes hold as he settles at the threshold, a loyal sentry who will not leave his post even as his strength begins to fail him. His breath comes in ragged gasps, the poison from the bite beginning its slow and painful journey through his veins as the world wakes up around. The hero's eyes grow heavy, closing against the rising sun, his mission complete but his own life hanging by a very thin and fragile golden thread. Outside, the remains of the intruder lie cold in the dirt, a silent testament to the ferocity of the battle that took place in the dark. Silence returns to the highlands, the peace of the morning, bought with the blood and bravery of a dog who asks for nothing in return. As the farmer awakens to the new day, he looks out over his land, unaware of the miracle that occurred while he was sleeping in peace. Sensing something is amiss, he rushes toward the barn, his heart racing as he sees the signs of a violent struggle written in the mud. He freezes in terror. The sight of the dead serpent, realizing that a monster had come for his flock in the middle of the night. Then he sees his loyal companion lying still, and panic grips his heart as he falls to his knees to reach for his best friend. With trembling hands, he feels the warmth still left in the dog's body, whispering words of praise and thanks to the hero who saved everything. He gathers the brave dog into his arms, carrying him with the tenderness one shows a child, rushing to find help before it's late. The truck speeds away through the mist, a race against time, to save the life of the one who gave everything to protect the farm's future. Behind them, the lambs watch in silence, their innocent eyes following the man and the dog who stood between them and certain death last night. Weeks pass as the wounds of the storm heal, and the sun returns to bathe the valley in a golden light of hope and renewal. The guardian returns to the fields, bearing a scar as a badge of honour, a permanent reminder of the night he fought for his family. He takes his place on the high hill, a king among his subjects, watching over the peace he bled to preserve with a proud heart. The lambs play without a care in the world, their joy a direct result of the courage displayed by the one who never once wavered. From high above, the ranch looks like a paradise, a sanctuary of life, protected by the unbreakable bond between a man and his loyal dog. When his name is called, he runs with the joy of a survivor, knowing that he is loved and cherished by the ones he saved. Let this story remind us of the silent sacrifices made by our four-legged friends, whose loyalty remains the most powerful force in all of nature.